Before now, I have not seen a James Bond film. Nope. I know that a lot of people probably would be like, "Oh, what the fuck, Rook? You haven't seen a James Bond movie? What the hell is wrong with you?" Sean Connery, others that are there, Daniel Craig. Yeah, I haven't until now. Now I've seen a James Bond film, and I know a lot of people probably would have preferred that, start with one of the earlier ones. Maybe not the first one, but start with one of the classics. No, I wanted to start with a recent one. I want to experience this a little bit different than how the other viewers might have growing up with 007 and all that. I want to see the new ones first, and then go back to some of the older ones and see how this stuff all compares. Because I don't have any of the tropes in mind other than like shaken, not stirred, or whatever crap. And they have gadgets. Like, I don't really know the tropes with James Bond and 007. He's got the pose with the gun and everything, and there's like women that are hot that are around him. He gets put into traps instead of killed. I guess these are vague things I can sort of pull from the ether that I think that James Bond is associated with, but that's not saying much, because that happens with a lot of villains and a lot of things and a lot of movies. So I don't know. So going into this, I didn't really have that much expectations other than he's a spy. So there's probably some action and some babes and gadgets. That's the only thing I could think of before going into this. And I don't really have much of an opinion on Daniel Craig as an actor with it. I've only seen him in a few other things. I think like he's around, whatever. And Casino Royale, better than I thought it would have been. To be honest, I thought I wouldn't really be a fan of the James Bond stuff, but this was okay. But I didn't really get the sense that, like, the whole time this is going on and he's doing his thing, I didn't really feel like this was much of a spy movie. It just, I don't know what to say it felt like. I feel like there's other movies that, I don't know, feel more like spy stuff specifically. But, it's James Bond, and there's terrorists that they're trying to catch. And they do some super parkour in the beginning. And, I gotta admit, I'm like, this is, an impressive little set here. I like how they're showing a lot of stuff without telling you everything about it. Like, as the one guy's on the run with the backpack in the beginning, he's chasing them as all over. The guy in the backpack is able to hop over and like climb on walls and do all these things like elegantly. He's jump down on platforms. And then you have James Bond here, Daniel Craig. He just like the one guy like jumps through a window. Daniel Craig bursts through the wall. It was like a weak wall because they're constructing it. But the one guy elegantly slips through the window. He barges through the wall. The one guy is hopping down on platforms. He goes on a machine thing that raises and lowers, and just lowers that thing all the way down. He has all these little shortcuts, and he's trying to do as least amount of work as the other guy is trying to do, because holy shit, like the other guy is just pouncing around all over the place like a monkey, just swinging around all over the place, and he's able to do a lot of that stuff too, but it's like clear that he's not that elegant. So he's trying to just get him in his own way and try to find a shortcut. How the hell can he catch up to this guy that is just able to run around the environment like this? That's a very hectic environment to be trying to chase somebody in. And he's able to catch up to him, but he catches up to him in an embassy. So he's like on technically foreign territory at that point, where he shouldn't be able to do anything, but he does anyway, and just sets up a lot of crazy stuff right there. He's getting shot at all over the place. And I thought for a second, like when he's cornered and he's surrounded by everybody, I thought for a second that because he shoots a tank or something and it blows up, and I thought that he killed everybody. I was like, what? No, but they just got knocked down from the force of the thing, and then he gets away. Okay, that's a little bit better. I was gonna say this is super cringe if it was like he just shot a tank that was way far away from a lot of people and it killed all of them. No, it shows them get knocked down. I don't even know if anybody got killed in that little thing, but he did kill the guy he was chasing, and that was caught on camera, and that was posted, and that fucks with foreign relations. And they didn't go too much into that, but I do like how they addressed that, this was a, spy from another country that was seen publicly executing somebody, basically. And that's going to fuck up actual relations with countries. It could be the kind of thing that, could set off a war even. So it's like, was that a reckless thing you did? Like, what the fuck you doing here? They wanted to question the guy and lead to other stuff because the guy himself wasn't that important anyway. But that's why killing him doesn't really mean anything. Though in James Bond's words, he was like, oh, I thought I was killing a terrorist. And the what was her name? Or mom, or I don't know what her name was. The lady in charge was just like, you fucking idiot. Like, oh, one little terrorist you got off the street when we're trying to take out. You took out one little fish. We're trying to take out a whole freaking pond of fish. A terrorist. Fish terrorists need to go down. So I like that they addressed that he's not a perfect little Bond guy. He didn't get everything done right properly. He wasn't super elegant with it. He's not like, there's room for him to grow and improve essentially. So I did like that aspect. He wasn't like perfect right away, even though he's like the top spy. He's not just super great at every aspect of it. So then the rest of the film is basically him at this poker game. There's a little bit of stuff that happens in between, but there's a hot chick and everything. He's trying to get with the lady. There's stuff like that goes on in between. But from just going to the Casino Royale part here, like all around at this poker game that they're doing, or fucking, which one were they doing? Texas Hold'em or something? They're doing one of the games. They're playing a card game. Sorry, I haven't done card games in a while, so the names are slipping me right now. So they're doing a card game, and it's like everybody's got like $10 million invested, and he's in there, and he's supposed to, be in there and participate. And there's a guy in there they're trying to get a hold of with this, that is information that they need with stuff, or this bad guy. I forget the specifics with the guy. He lost money. The guy lost money because it was something about the stocks. So if we're going earlier in the film, there's something about the stocks. There was a new plane that was gonna take off, but 007 stopped a terrorist from blowing it up. He was going to blow up the plane, which is kind of surprising. They left that plot in there, being a couple years after 9/11 when this film was released. So okay, cool on you. All right, cool. And so the guy like bet on the stocks going down because of the plane or something, and he lost it. He didn't get that money, so that guy was attending this card game to make a lot of that money back and give to somebody higher up, I think is what the point is. And it's for something to do with terrorists. I'm kind of blanking on the exact like reason for the villain in that film, but anyway, James Bond is there and he's trying to do that. He's got another partner that he's working with that's supposed to help him a little bit. It's a girl, and they're so much of the movie is around this poker game, or this this card game here. And I think they did pretty well with it, because in my head, I'm just like, how can you film a card game like this and have this be interesting? There's not much talking going on, a little bit here and there, but not too much. It's kind of funny how, Bond is like, oh, I'll order this, I'll do that. Can I have a drink like this and whatever? And everybody's like, yeah, me too. Can I have one of that? And the guy that's trying to get the money from the stocks or whatever is like, do you guys want to play poker? Do you guys want to play this game, or you guys want to eat? What are you trying to do here? This is a super invested, serious game, and everybody's kind of taking it nonchalantly, like whatever. When they take a break, which I'm not sure, I don't understand the rules with that. Or they take breaks. Sometimes the players are in, sometimes they're not in. I assumed if you lost, then you're done entirely. All your things are gone, but they have like rounds in it. I don't know that much about how that stuff operates, but he gets in a fight in between some of these matches, and then during one of them, he gets poisoned by somebody, and luckily his car has like a defibrillator and whatever he needs to survive this. And then the other chick comes and saves him because he didn't plug it into his heart to have work or something. And it was like, okay. And then he goes back for one more round, and he did a round where he foolishly bet some money or something. He foolishly got tricked. I forget the specific of it, but he like did something that he made a mistake and it didn't work, and it's like, okay, good. Again, they make him not a flawless type of Bond. They have him be a very skilled at what he does, and he is at the top of his game, but he does make a lot of mistakes here and there, but he can make up for him in certain ways. And I thought that was done okay. And then getting to the end, though, I don't know. The final act, I felt like after the card game stuff, I kind of wanted the film to wrap up. I thought, okay, you pretty much did it. He got tortured for a bit, and got his balls smacked around by the bad guy. That was oof, man, that gave me the heebie-jeebies, man. Watching a guy get smacked around in the balls, that is not fun to watch, because that owie. But he's playing it off like oh, harder, make it. He's like just he's fucking with him, acting like, oh yeah, I'm not in pain. This is pussy torture you're trying to do here. What are you doing? And yeah, because the guy's trying to get the money, so he kidnapped the chick, and then he kidnapped him, and then the guy that is above him or something kills him, and then Bond and the girl go free, and James Bond makes the mistake of going like, "I love you." He says it first to the girl. A little early, I would say, as well. He's like, "Oh, you said something. I love you." And what do you know? She sneaks off with his money the next day, and apparently she had like a deal to not have him killed and something. She's got some other plot going on. I don't know. I thought it was just kind of a weird way to end it with what they do. And there's a shootout and a flooding of stuff going on. He tries to save her, even though she betrayed him and whatever it is. Kind of 50-50 on the end. It just, I don't know, it seemed like it dragged on at that point to me. I was like, I kind of thought it was heading towards a solid ending, but there's more stuff going on. And I guess I was kind of just like ready to go, okay, this was a solid film. And then it just kind of edged a little bit out longer than I wanted, I guess. I don't know if that's a flaw in the film or just on my interest level at that point. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Casino Royale. I liked it. I will be watching the other Daniel Craig Bonds before I watch any of the older ones. I'll go back and do the Sean Connery and the others and stuff, but I'm going to finish the Daniel Craig ones first, and then I'll go back and I'll see, because I like going into this not having all the super tropes and all the stuff in my head first. So I'll go back and see how they compare.